Shy. Hurry up, Mom's gonna kill us if we're late. Yeah, you two dorks better hurry up. Hey, don't call me that. Wyan sighed as he pulled his hoodie up, trying to avoid being associated with his loud sister and brother. Psycho and Ryunosuke were great. Don't get him wrong, but they were definitely too loud for his taste. He and Ryu, after he caught up, walked to school together. Do you have practice today? Wyan asked quietly. I want to go home and eat, maybe play some board games. I'm sorry, bud, Ryu groaned, putting an arm around his brother's shoulders. Our tournament is coming up soon, so I gotta practice again today. Maybe this weekend? Wyan pouted but nodded. Even if he didn't like being seen with his brother outside of the house, he did like spending time with him. Their personalities nicely clashed. Ryu seemed to notice how down he was and grinned. How about you come watch practice? I can teach you the ropes and you won't even have to talk to anyone after introductions. But you're wing spiker, Wyan mumbled, rubbing his neck bashfully. I don't have the skills for that. That's fine. You can do basic receives too, or setting. I can still make sure we get some time together. Wyan sighed and gave in. Fine, as long as I don't have to talk to anyone. School had just ended, and Wyan was walking to the gym to find his brother. He gulped as he slowly opened the door, peeking his head inside. So far, so good. Wyan, watch out! Wyan heard his brother's voice, but it was too late. Something had crashed into his legs that caused him to topple over, and whatever knocked him down went down with him. He groaned as he flew down the steps at the gym, landing on his back. Shit, I'm sorry, dude. A voice apologized loudly. He looked around, only to realize the source was on top of him. And oh my god, was the source of that voice a sight to behold. Wyan blushed as he was met with brown eyes staring into his. The boy's blonde strands of hair flopped in front of his forehead, standing out against his brown hair. It's okay, Wyan squeaked, pulling away from the short boy. The boy stood up, then shakily helped him up. I didn't see you. Damn, Noya, you made my brother short circuit. Ryu laughed as he jogged outside with the rest of the team to check on the two. So guys, this is Wyan, my brother. Wyan, this is my team. Everyone introduced themselves, ending on the boy that had crashed into Wyan in the first place. I'm Nishinoya. I'm still sorry about rolling into you. I was just practicing a receive move. I thought receives were just ducking with your hips and keeping your arms stretched out to hit the ball, Wyan murmured, clutching onto his brother's sleeve tightly. Since when was rolling involved? Nishinoya gaped for a few seconds, cheeks dusting red as he looked up at the male. For someone so quiet and seemingly timid, that sass was incredibly hot to Noya. He was snapped out of reality when he heard Tsukishima and Sugawara snickering. It's my special move, he defensively exclaimed, his volume startled Wyan, who retracted further behind Ryunosuke. I'm one of the best libros in the prefecture, and that's my special move, the Rolling Thunder. Oh, that's cool, I guess. Wyan mumbled. He looked at his brother. Can we go inside now, or can I just leave? I don't want to do this anymore. Ryunosuke laughed and slapped his brother on the back. No way, dude. Come on, let's head inside and get to work. Wyan sighed and nodded, following the group inside. Nishinoya glanced at him from time to time, studying his behavior. He was definitely the opposite of Ryu. He was quiet, shy, a bit more sassy, and cuter than his brother. Don't get Noya wrong, Ryu was his best friend and was attractive, but that was no homo. Wyan to Noya, on the other hand, he felt very, very homo for him. They all got back to practicing, and after Wyan had changed, he joined Ryu in spiking. Wyan didn't play volleyball, but he did help his brother practice at home a lot. Wayne was about to work with Ryu on receives, but their spikes were soon received by a certain Libro. "Whoa, Wayne, you've got a strong spike," Noya praised, standing up and rubbing his arms. "You should join the team. I bet you could even take Ryu's spot at the next A's." "Hey, I don't think so, you little punk," Ryu growled, causing Wayne to roll his eyes and walk away. But Ryu noticed how his best friend was trying to get his brother's attention and decided to help him out. "Hey, Wayne, I'm gonna help Hinata. You should practice those receives with Noya." "Wait, no, don't leave me," Wayne whispered in a panicked, squeaked voice, but Ryu had already run off. He turned to Noya and sighed. "Fine, let's do this, I guess." Noya grinned and got into position. With each of Wayne's spikes, he effortlessly received it. Even when the Tanaka sibling tried different techniques, Noya was able to receive it. Wayne would be lying if he were to say he wasn't pumped up, that he'd never let that show. He would just nod and embarrassedly praise the Libro, nothing more. Soon, practice ended. Ryu was picking up some stray volleyballs, and as he tossed them in the basket, he saw Noya, but Noya didn't see him. No. Nishinoya was staring at Wayne from afar, who was quietly talking with Inoshida. Ryu smirked. "So, Noya's keeping an eye on my brother, huh? Then it's my duty as a best friend and a best brother to help him out." The next day, Wayne and Ryu were walking to school again. "You know, we have a game coming up soon," the wing spiker said with a small smirk. "You think you want to come?" "To your game?" Wayne murmured. He rubbed his neck nervously. "But that's so many people, and your team will see me. It sounds embarrassing." Please. Okay, just quiet down," Wayne yelped, slapping a hand over his brother's lips. "Geez, why are you so loud?" "Great," Ryu laughed. They began to walk in silence until he decided to speak up again. "So, anybody you liked from the team yesterday?" I guess Inoshida was cool." "Okay, and what about Noya?" Wayne thought back to the short Libro of the team and found himself growing flustered. "What about him?" He mumbled nervously, fidgeting with his sleeves. "He was cool, and his receives were fast, and Wait, what am I saying?" he yelled, hiding his face in his hands. "I knew it," Ryu yelled, as they walked through the gates of the school. He slung his arm around his brother's shoulders. "You guys hit it off. You should have seen how he was looking at you after practice yesterday." But from what I saw, he was way more energetic than I am," Wayne whined. "He's loud and cool and rambunctious, everything I'm not." "Maybe that's why he likes you, bro," Ryunosuke pointed out. Wayne raised a wary and curious brow. "Noya and I are huge sims for Kyoko, right? Well, she's the opposite of us, so maybe he's into that." "Shimizu-san is also really pretty. I'm a boy and I'm not." "Excuse me?" Ryunosuke shouted as he dug the heels of his feet into the dirt. He dragged his brother to the side of the gates to move out the way, then shook him. "Are you crazy? Don't say that about yourself, dude. You're good looking. No incest and no homo. Stop that. You hear me?" "Yes, sir." Wayne gulped. He forgot how scary Ryo could be sometimes. "Can we go now? You're scaring people." Ryo laughed and nodded, so the two continued to walk inside. The day passed quickly, and soon it was lunchtime. Wayne sat at a lunch table and sighed, slumping against the palm of his hand. "Hey, Wayne!" He perked up, eyes widening with panic as he saw Nishinoya sit down in front of him. "Oh, hey Nishinoya, what are you doing here?" Wayne asked cautiously, glancing around him. Was his brother trying to set them up or something? "Well, you seem lonely. Can't leave you alone, can I?" Noya beamed, taking out a bento box. "So, Ryo tells me you're gonna come to our game this week. Can I count on you to be my #1 fan?" He flirted, winking to go along. Wayne felt his face flush red and blinked a few times. "Oh, he squeaked, trying to come up with a response. "I mean, I have to cheer for Ryo, but I can cheer for you too, I guess." "Sounds perfect, babe." Noya grinned. Wyan nearly passed out with the use of the nickname, but his companion simply bit into his food. He kept striking up conversations, to which Wyan would just shyly reply. Finally, just as lunch was about to end, Nᴜᴍ said, "Say, why are you so shy, Wyan?" Wyan replied, "Oh, I don't know. I used to be more like Rio back when we were kids." Then he shyly put a hand up to his neck, his awkward smile fading away. "But we used to get made fun of for it. Rio never cared, and that's why he's still so loud. But I was weak, so I just got more and more quiet and shy. It's pretty dumb." "No, it's not," Nᴜᴍ argued, tossing the trash out. He and Wyan began to walk together. "I think those people were the dumb ones. You were probably amazing to be around. You still are." Wyan blushed and smiled. "Thanks, Nishinoya," he said softly. They made it to his classroom. He turned with a fond expression, hand resting on the door. "I'll see you at the game." "Yeah, I'll see you there." Nᴜᴍ beamed. Wyan bit his lips, wanting to make a move, but the libero beat him to it. He kissed the boy's skin-colored cheek, grinning. "Bye-bye." Wyan stood, frozen in place. Finally, after a few seconds, what had happened registered in his head. "He kissed me. Holy Asahi!" Wyan stood nervously in the door of the gymnasium with Psycho, hands fiddling away. "What's got you so nervous, little bro?" Psycho asked, smirking and cocking an eyebrow. "Does Nᴜᴍ really have you so whipped for him?" Shut up. Maybe he does." Wyan stuttered as the Cross-No bus pulled up. The team got off the bus and approached the Tanakas. Hey guys, good luck today." "Thank you, Wyan-senpai." Hinata beamed. The rest of the team thanked him as well as they walked past, including Ryunosuke, who tried to avoid Psycho and her embarrassing cheers. Nishinoya matched up to Wyan, smirking. "So, ready to watch me win, babe?" he asked, taking off his jacket. "Stop calling me that," Wyan hissed, hiding his face in his hands. Nᴜᴍ laughed, and the two eye-colored eyes poked up from beneath fingertips. "But, yes, you better win, for me." Nishinoya stopped laughing and looked at Wyan, a blush now spreading across his own cheeks. "I will," he declared with pride. He pulled Wyan's hands off his face, and then kissed the skin right above the boy's lips. "And if I win, please promise to kiss me." Wyan nearly collapsed from embarrassment, but managed to reply with, "Okay, promise." Nᴜᴍ beamed and handed him his jacket, then ran off after his team. Psycho giggled and slapped her brother's back. "Look at you getting dick," she exclaimed. Wyan yelped and tried to argue, but she ignored it. "Let's go get our seats." The two made their way up to the stands and greeted Shimada and Takino. They watched as Cross-No warmed up, Ryunosuke and Yu helping each other with spiking and receiving. At some point, Nᴜᴍ looked up at Wyan and winked. Wyan was confused at first, but watched as Nᴜᴍ grabbed a marker from Kyoko, wrote on the volleyball, and then handed it to Ryu. Ryunosuke tossed the ball to Nᴜᴍ, who received it with a rolling thunder, then sent it towards the stands. Wyan yelped in fear and caught the ball, blushing. Nᴜᴍ laughed and waved just as the match started. He looked down at the volleyball, sweat smearing some of the fresh marker. "In addition to that kiss, I'd like a date as well. Here's my number. Your favorite libero, Yu." Wyan giggled and smiled. He and Nᴜᴍ may have different personalities, but he knew one thing for sure. He was falling for the shorty's flirty ways. I know I've been gone for forever, but can you forgive me? I do want to make a video as to why I have been gone for so long, and when it gets here, I want to make the video. I don't want to tell you guys yet because I'm super excited for this. I've been working on this, it just, see, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm just so proud of it, and I don't want to say what it is before it gets here, but just know I'm just I left you for 3 weeks because I was working on this, and It's amazing. That's all I have to say. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to do more male audios, but people were asking for like Nishinoya, and like I'm just going back to like requests that I've had for like a month. So these are pretty old, but yeah. Anyways, have a good day, have a good morning, have a good evening or afternoon, whenever you are, and I will see you guys when I see you. Goodbye.